Alright, well, news along with pumping. Alright, now we're going to move on to my top. Alright, that's it for this week's episode of the... Andrew's dead. Finally, we're going to move on to our top 3. Like a McBurger... I'm not even close. Hey everybody, I'm Anthony, and this is the Dynamic Buzz. We'll be bringing the latest in comic book news along with our suggestions on the comics to pick up this week. Now without further ado, we're going to get started with movie and TV news. This is for The Walking Dead fans. With Season 4 less than a month away, AMC has come out of nowhere and announced that they're going to expand their franchise by creating a companion series for The Walking Dead. Now, executive producers Gail Ann Hurd and David Alpert, along with the series creator Robert Kirkman, have announced that they're on board to creating this new series that will be going alongside with The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman said in the press release that, announced that they are planning on doing this, that he was really excited because, the Walking Dead series that we've come to see is based off of a graphic novel. Now, if you haven't picked that up yet, you definitely should. It is different from the series, but at the same time, it stays on a couple of the main plot lines. But Robert Kirkman said that he's excited because now he gets to do something completely different. The interesting part about The Walking Dead, the graphic novel has been written and has been going on for a couple years now, or several years, not several years, but less than a decade or about a decade. And so he kind of changes it up with the TV series by, like Daryl wasn't really a main character in the Walking Dead graphic novel, and now he is the fan favorite of the TV show. And now he has a chance to but add on to that universe that he's already established by, now he will be able to creatively add new characters, new drama, new events, and he's not basing off of something. So people can't say, oh, well, this is nothing like the book. Well, because now this is based on the show. I think this is actually really cool. I'm a fan of the Walking Dead series, more so of the TV show than the graphic novel, which differs for a lot of people. So I think this could be great. This could be a really interesting new take on it, and who knows, we could even have crossover episodes where, Group B in this new series and Rick's group might, see each other, or, there could be signs and traces of each other's existence. And I think that could be really cool in add for, future drama and future plot twists. So I'm definitely for that. Let me know what you think about it, because, my opinion's only so much. Now we have some more Arrow news. It seems like every time we do this show, there is some form of Arrow news. But it had been announced that Michael J. White was going to be casted, or was casted as the Bronze Tiger, who is going to be, a villain in Season 2. Now, via, I think it was TVGuide.com, they released an image of, it looked like, Bronze Tiger holding on to the vigilante who's Arrow, and they're going to be fighting each other. Now, this is the first time we've seen what the Bronze Tiger is going to look like in Season 2, and he looks like a black version of, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I mean, he's got the leather jacket, and he's got, claws. Well, he's the Bronze Tiger, so he's going to have claws, but I mean, they look just like Wolverine's claws, except that, it looks like bronze claw knuckles. So, I mean, it's okay. The Bronze Tiger originally, originally appeared in the 70s, and he ended up joining the Suicide Squad. Excuse me. But, that could be really cool. And since since it was announced that Amanda Waller will be in the Arrow universe now, could this mean that she's going to create a Suicide Squad and Bronze Tiger will, ultimately join that group, and that's who the Arrow is going to have to face down? And, maybe that's where, Black Canary, and it's, Batman has the Outsiders. What if Arrow created his own team of, minor superheroes with, Black Canary? He's going to have eventually Speedy. himself, and who knows, Flash might even play a role in the battle against the Suicide Squad, because I know we already have a Deadshot. So, you never know. And I didn't mention this, but before we had announced that Metamorpho might possibly appear in the series. So he could even join up, and it could be the Suicide Squad versus a form of the Outsiders, which I think would be really cool. So that's all I really have right now, is that it was the first image posted. But we also have a little bit more Arrow news, because the most exciting thing ever was the fact that we have the Flash. Now, I think last week we did an episode where they were talking about, oh yeah, we have our three main people that we were thinking about casting, and I remember I said, well, there is one guy I definitely do not want, the bare minimum. I could take anyone else but this guy. Guess who they casted? That guy. Yep, so Grant Gustin, who was in 90210 and he was in Glee. Apparently he was a villainish character in Glee. I don't know, I didn't watch Glee, sorry. But, so he has been casted as the Flash, or Barry Allen, and then eventually turned to Flash. And then eventually we'll have a spin-off series based around this character. Now, this is why I have an issue with it. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's because you don't like Glee, get over yourself, Glee was a good show. That has nothing to do with it. The Flash, or Barry Allen, I keep wanting to talk about the Flash. Barry Allen is a forensic scientist, okay? He's done his due, he's gone to school, he should be an adult. Yet, this kid's only 23. I'm 22. So, I'm just out of college, and he has a baby face, so he doesn't even look like he's gotten out of high school, really. So we're going to have him playing Barry Allen as like a teenager who's also forensic scientist. So he's going to be like a super genius. This is not fact, but it looks like, okay, so he's going to be a super genius who somehow, graduated early, became a forensic scientist, and, now he's going to interact with Arrow. No. So my main issue with him is, one, he doesn't look like the Flash. Two, he's ridiculously young looking. I mean, you can look at the picture that's off to the side. He just doesn't look like the Flash, and he also looks like he's a teenager. But, that works for CW, because that's where CW's main target audiences are teenagers and young teenagers. So the fact that they have a Glee star is going to draw in, the main demographic for the CW cast, or the CW target audience. Minus the fact that CW is also bringing in, the superhero fans who, oh, it's Green Arrow, he's a superhero, so that's why we're watching. That's why I'm watching it. And, so far I've loved the series, and I'm going to have faith that this is going to work out, because, I've bashed and hated on so many different castings, and it ended up working out in the end. So I'm really hoping this one will, but that doesn't mean I don't have issues with it. So, yeah, that's all we have for Arrow news. Now we're going to move on to some comic book news. No comic book news this week. Oh, I guess there's no video game news. Alright, we're going to move on to a rare topic, toy news. Hey, if your two favorite characters are Batman and Ronald McDonald, well, brace yourself, because Beware the Batman is going to have a new set of toys that will be featured in the Happy Meals at McDonald's across the United States. This is going to start on September 20th, 2013, which is a Friday. Why I know that's a Friday? I just felt like I had to look it up, because I'm probably going to go and get a couple toys. Kid at heart. But no, the toys will all feature just Batman himself. There will be one of the Batmobile, there will be one of Batman riding a Batcycle, there will be, it looks like a Batman glider. He's kind of has his arm extended, so I think you can just throw it and it kind of glides for a while like a paper airplane. There's a Batman grapple or shooter thing that has a grapple gun, and then there's also like a Batman that looks like he's fighting, or a fighting pose Batman. They're interesting. I wouldn't say they're cool, but I kind of expected to see some more. Like, they went on this whole thing about how they're introducing new villains. They weren't going to use the same old villains. I feel like if we had, basically there are no villains featured in the toy set, and there's not even a sidekick, like no Alfred, and there's no Katana, who is his sidekick in this series. I kind of felt like that was kind of lame. There could have been cool Katana toys. You could have pushed a button on her back and she would have swung a sword. And even Alfred, he could have had his grappling gun, because they had to make sure they pointed out that he used guns in this series. And why not? We're trying to push these characters in a new light. Why not make toys of them? But anyway, so, another toy would be, there's a bat mask that goes with it. I forgot to mention that one. That's probably the coolest one of all. But anywho, yeah, check it out. I'm going to point out that if the fans of the series don't go to McDonald's and don't try to get these toys, odds are the show will get canceled. Let's not forget what happened to Young Justice. Finally, we're going to move on to the comic suggestions of the week, starting off with my top 3. This week, I'm looking out for Batman and Robin, issue 23.3, Ra's al Ghul. I haven't read the descriptions yet, but it's either going to have to do with how Ra's al Ghul is handling the world since the Justice League died, apparently, and the crime syndicate has taken over, or it's going to be a lead-up story to whatever Ra's al Ghul has planned for Batman, since he's going to have revenge for the death of Damian and Talia, which he blames on the Dark Knight. My number 2 pick this week will be Superior Spider-Man issue number 18. In this one, Spider-Man 2099 is going to go back in time, and he's going to confront Superior Spider-Man, Doc Ock Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body, because apparently it's unraveling the timeline. He's going to go back and stop him. So, could we see Peter Parker come back? And finally, Batman Beyond Universe issue number 2, which is an expansion of the mythos created by Bruce Timm, which is a futuristic Batman who, has come in to take care of Neo Gotham under the watchful eye of his mentor, Bruce Wayne. And this is, expanding on the universe. There have been other comic series that have gone on since the TV show ended, and this is just the latest adaptation. I enjoyed the first issue, and I'm just expecting it to get better and better. Other comics to look out for this week: Superbia, issue number 11, Adventure Time, issue number 20, Bravest Warriors, issue number 12, Regular Show, issue number 1, Six Gun Gorilla, issue number 4, Arrow, issue 11, Batman and Robin, issue 23.3, Ra's al Ghul, Batman 66, issue number 3, Batman, issue 23.3, The Penguin, Batman Beyond Universe, issue number 2, Batman the Dark Knight, issue 23.3, Clayface, Detective Comics, issue 23.3, The Scarecrow, Fables, issue 133, The Flash, issue 23.3, The Rogues, Green Lantern, issue 23.3, Black Hand, Justice League 23.3, Dial E, Justice League Dark 23.2, Eclipso, Justice League of America, issue 7.3, Shadow Thief, Superman, issue 23.3, Hell, Swamp Thing, issue 23.1, Arcane, Teen Titans, issue 23.2, Deathstroke, Wonder Woman, issue 23.1, The Cheetah, Cable and the X-Force, issue 14, Captain Marvel, issue 16, Daredevil, issue 31, Infinity, issue number 3, Morbius the Living Vampire, issue number 9, New Avengers, issue 10, Savage Wolverine, issue 9, Secret Avengers, issue 9, Superior Carnage, issue 3, Superior Spider-Man, issue 18, and Thor God of Thunder, issue number 13. 2 more. We're going to have Thunderbolts, issue 15, and finally, Venom, issue 41. Alright, that's it for this week's episode of The Dynamic Buzz. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of everything that's happened this week. What do you think about a companion series for The Walking Dead? Do you think it's a good idea, or do you think it's a bad idea? What do you think about the Bronze Tiger costume? Do you think he looks too much like Wolverine, or are you okay with it? Grant Gustin, is he a good casting for The Flash, Barry Allen? I'm going to say no, but let me know what you think. What do you think about the McDonald's toys of Beware the Batman? What do you think about the controversy with Batwoman and Harley Quinn? I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, as always, I'm Anthony, and that's The Buzz. Visit us on our website at www.thedynamicbuzz.com. Also, like us on Facebook. We love getting comments from you guys, and follow us on Twitter. We, enjoy retweets. Also, while you're at it, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and check out all our awesome videos and reviews.